Anders Ohma is from the Birkeland Centre for Space Science and joins us now live from Norway. Great to have you on the show. So we've given a basic explainer there to our audience, but can you elaborate on these findings?
Well, it's very interesting because normally the precipitation from space is what caused the aurora with electrons coming in, and what is happening here is that an atmospheric wave coming up and getting trapped between these layers, as you say, is causing the atmosphere to be sort of going in a wave mode. So it is different what it hits in one moment to the next, and is altering over a little time as the wave goes on, and this creates a new pattern that we haven't seen before, because normally we get these arc-like shapes which are extend in height, but these are very narrow in height, and as you said, look like sand dunes on the sky.
Yeah, and it's interesting because this is new, but we found out about it, or the science community found out about it through the coming together of amateur enthusiasts, a Facebook group, and science. So how significant is this?
That's really significant, because we used to tend that we find these things with like very expensive and huge satellite missions, for instance, or very scientific instruments. And it's very interesting that the cameras now from ground, from amateur photographers and so on, are so sharp and so full of details that they can actually tell us new things. And that is very interesting. And I really want to congratulate the Finnish group I think the most impressive thing here is exactly the collaboration between the scientific community and the citizen scientist community, working together with this Facebook group and sharing these photos and being able to recognize that, okay, this is actually something new, which then which they can share with the scientists, which can put it into context in the atmosphere and which processes that can cause this phenomena and so on.
And so, Anders, I was just going to say, it's great that we have such powerful mobile phones now that can do this.
Yeah.
And tell us, when is a good time to see these new auroral dunes, and where? I've been to Norway and I did not see the Aurora Borealis. I missed them.
Well, to see the Aurora Borealis in general is you just have to have some activity in the night sky and some clear skies. But this new phenomenon is actually rather rare, it seems like, which is probably why it has taken us so long to actually see it, because they only find examples in October. So it's possible that this is only during the equinoxes that this phenomenon exists. And it's also pretty faint. Even though you see it very clear in the pictures, it might be difficult to see with a naked eye, or at least you have to have a keen eye to see this separated from the aurora itself. Yeah.
Do you think there's still a lot more that you don't know, that the science community doesn't know about this beautiful phenomenon, the Aurora Borealis?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because and this result just emphasizes that there are a lot more to discover. That we still in 2020 can make new discovery about this phenomena, which we see with our naked eye, and we still find new features and new things. And I think this emphasizes that there is a lot more. This result emphasizes that there is a lot more to discover, and also that we need, because currently we don't have an imager from a satellite of the aurora, which emphasizes the need for new satellite missions also to continue this research, that there is still a lot to discover.
Fantastic.
And it's also very interesting. It's also very interesting which region this is from, because this is from a height region in the atmosphere, which is very difficult to measure because the satellites can't fly that low, or not for an extended period because of the atmospheric drag, and the balloons can't get up. So it's difficult to have in situ measurements. So this result can also tell us a lot about the height region in the atmosphere, which we don't know that much about.
Okay, Anders Ohma, great to have you on the show and explaining the new auroral dunes to us. Pleasure to have you.